Right, guys, Akal channel is at in Wombone today. We are here for the opening of Jet Singh Trust. जितने कि Arjun Bhullar Canada to पहुंच चुके हैं, they will be doing the opening ceremony today, and they've done this in the memory of Jet Singh, who lost his life few years ago, and this is to inspire the young generation out there and tell to promote the health and well-being. ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ MMA, like martial arts or any kind of sports, why it matters to stay healthy and to keep healthy in life. So stay tuned with the Carl channel because there's plenty more personalities out there apart from Arjun Bhullar ji. So I will be talking to them very shortly. Right, guys, Akal channel is at in Wombone today. We are here for the opening of Jet Singh Trust. जितने कि Arjun Bhullar Canada to पहुंच चुके हैं, they will be doing the opening ceremony today, and they've done this in the memory of Jet Singh, who lost his life few years ago, and this is to inspire the young generation out there and tell to promote the health and well-being. ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ MMA, like martial arts or any kind of sports, why it matters to stay healthy and to keep healthy in life. So stay tuned with the Carl channel because there's plenty more personalities out there apart from Arjun Bhullar ji. So I will be talking to them very shortly.
Time to end this suffering. I need a minute to myself. You will never get to me. What can be done? I'll do myself. What you want to fall? What you looking for town? What you want to fall? No one. One fall. No way. What you want to fall? What you losing control? What you want to fall? No one. One fall. Make the pain or change to the dust to this. Make the pain or change to the dust to this. Make the pain. Make the pain. Remember in the prison. Make the pain or change to the dust to this. Make the pain or change to the dust to this. Make the pain. Make the pain. Remember in the prison. Face the fear in front of me. I see the image of myself. My blood runs deep betrays me. I thought I repent itself. What you want to fall? What you losing control? What you want to fall? No one. I fall. So great. What you want to fall? What you losing control? What you want to fall?
Right, guys, as you know that we are here today for Jet Singh Trust's opening ceremony. At the moment, I've got Big Joy Egan with me. And this lovely gentleman, I hear you play cricket.
Yes, they call me rigor mortis now, but played a lot of cricket, yes.
Right, Joy, obviously, people do know you, you're very familiar faces. You in Asian community as well. Indians know you quite well too, right? The Sikhs.
Well, I'm an Irishman, and I'm an Irishman that doesn't drink.
Really?
So my dad says I'm a failure as a paddy, but my dad drank for years with a lot of Sikh.
Message be out there for the public, and just tell me a little bit about your wishes to the Jet Singh Trust.
Well, Jet Singh himself was a fantastic athlete and a fantastic role model for young athletes and for people in general. Sports doesn't just need great athletes. It needs great ambassadors. It doesn't matter what sport you're in. You've got to be a great ambassador for your sport. Silas's sport was cricket. My sport was boxing. But we like to think that we're good ambassadors for our sports.
Yeah.
But getting on to what you said about drink and drugs in particular, drugs is the ruination of communities.
Yeah.
Drug dealers make their fortune out of other people's misfortune.
Yeah.
And to me, it's a horrible curse on society. Alcohol all right, people say it's a drug, but it's nowhere near as hard as a drug that's
That's it. Yeah.
out there. You know, when you see some of these young children, their lives are ruined before they even reach adulthood.
Yeah.
You know, so if they can be encouraged to do sport, whether it be cricket, whether it be wrestling, whether it be boxing, whether it be UFC cage fighting, which is a combination of all the forms of fighting,
Yeah.
just to get them into a sport, you know, so that they don't get involved with drugs.
Yeah, because obviously, say some people they've had bad past. Things happen in life, and they do these kind of things to forget about themselves. Yeah, that's what people say. And what would you say? Because I think sometime. To move on to different, say, path, as in distracting your attention, that could help you in not going towards the bad things.
I had the most humblest of beginnings. You know, I'm the eldest of 7 children,
Yeah.
and we were very poor when we were growing up. My dad went out to work, but when you're trying to feed a husband, a wife, and 7 children, you know, a wage packet doesn't go very far. So we had very, very humble beginnings. I didn't turn to drugs. You know, I think these people use excuses. Oh, we haven't got anything. They have money to buy drugs. So why are they saying we haven't got anything? Make something of themselves. Going down the road of becoming a junkie isn't making anything of themselves. And to make an excuse, most fighters come from nothing.
Yeah.
Most fighters have the most humblest of beginnings, but they make something of themselves. They say, I don't particularly like the saying, they drag themselves out of the gutter to
Yeah.
make something of themselves. You know, the gutter is probably the lowest that a person can go. I think sport encourages people to make a better life for themselves. Drugs isn't the answer. Drugs is not the answer.
Okay, last but not least, I would like to ask you, how would you like to say a few words to the young generation out there to, encourage them towards sports and to do better things in life?
Well, I think I'll first and foremost must say thank you for the invitation here, and Ambassador Jat Singh Foundation, very, very nice, very impressed. Like what Joe said, I think it's very important in our community for our youngsters to find an ambassador and to guide them in the right way, because they can get off once they get to a certain age. And I think involvement is important. Role model, ambassador, bring them up. They may have difficulties, but in an environment like this, they can change their mind. I'll give you an example. Last week, Joe and I, we went to a briefing of a film for Knuckle Arts, and there were all sorts of characters there. They're professionals now. They were into drugs, all sorts of things, till somebody got hold of them saying, look, come here. Everything's forgotten. They are now professionals, and they themselves are role models. So I think what Joe said, absolutely correct. More involvement within our community, within our people of all races, get together and become something. Very, very important. Drugs, alcoholism is not allowed in sports. Period.
Right, and obviously everything is allowed within a limit, yeah, but like you said, you expressed yourself about drugs, how people say, they need to do this. They can't help themselves. How can they help themselves? Joe, tell me with your experience, how can they do this?
To give themselves a reason to get out of bed in the morning, whether it be to go to a job, because you've got to give yourself first and foremost self-respect,
Yeah.
and then you've got to have respect for others. And I think getting out of bed in the morning, whether to go for a job, whether to go for a run, whether to go down to the gym, give yourself a reason to better your life. Drugs isn't the answer. Drugs is like I said, the ruination of people, and it's a sad society that we live in, that drugs are so ripe, and anybody that's using drugs, I wish us all the very best to come off them. Please try and come off drugs.
Well, thank you very much for your time. It's been lovely talking to you. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Right, guys, now I've got the founder of the Jat Singh Trust with me, Devinder Singh. They how they, got inspired to find this trust and to take this forward. Hello, Devinder Singh ji, Sat Shri Akal.
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ
How are you?
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਣਾਓ ਠੀਕ ਹੋ
Right, Devinder, tell me about little bit about the history of Jet Singh and how you got inspired to come forward with this trust.
ਓਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੈਟ ਸਿੰਘ ਮੇਰੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਵੀਰ ਸੀਗੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ 1.5 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਅਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਕੁਛ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ 'ਚ ਕੁਛ ਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਫਿਰ ਦੁੱਖ ਤਕਲੀਫ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਅਤੇ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਪਜ਼ਲ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਮਡਲ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਇੰਨੀ ਛੋਟੀ ਉਮਰ 'ਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਚਲੇ ਗਿਆ ਨਾ ਸੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਇਹੀ ਸੀਗਾ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕੁਝ ਕਰੀਏ ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਰਹਿ ਜੂਗਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੂਜੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਕਿ ਮਾੜੀ ਮੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਆ ਉਹ ਹੋਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਵੀ ਲੱਗੇ ਨਾ ਅਤੇ ਜੋ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਣੇ ਧਰਮਾਂ 'ਚ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦਾਨ ਪੁੰਨ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਆ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਭਲਾ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਿਰ ਉੱਧਰ ਜੁੜ ਗਏ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਮਿਲੀ ਮਾੜੀ ਮੋਟੀ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੰਮਾਂ 'ਚ ਬਿਜ਼ੀ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਨਾਲ ਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਦਾ ਵੀ ਨਾਂ ਵੀ ਰੋਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਅਤੇ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਚਿਰ ਟਰੱਸਟ ਚੱਲੂਗਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਊਗਾ
So what does your trust going to offer? What are you going to do? What's your future plans?
ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਸੀ ਜੈਟ ਸੀਗਾ ਘੁਲਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਘੁਲਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਰੈਸਲਰ ਸੀਗਾ ਨਾਲੇ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਵੀ ਖੇਡਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਪਲੇਅਰ ਵੀ ਰਿਹਾ ਨਾ ਸੋ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਗੇਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਸ਼ੌਂਕ ਸੀਗਾ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਨਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਾਉਣੀ ਸੋ ਲੁਕਿੰਗ ਆਫਟਰ ਯਰ ਹੈਲਥ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੰਗੀਆਂ ਲੱਗਦੀਆਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਉਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਮੇਡ ਦ ਟਰਸਟ ਐਵਰੀ ਮੰਥ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਡੂ ਅ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲ ਚੈਲੰਜ ਜਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਈਕ ਰਾਈਡ ਕਰਨੀ ਹਾਫ ਅ ਮੈਰਾਥਨ ਕਦੀ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਦੇ ਮੈਚ ਘੋੜਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੈਚ ਕਲਾਈਮ ਮਾਊਂਟੇਨਸ ਐਨੀ ਚੈਲੰਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਲੋਕ ਮੇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੋੜਨ ਟੂ ਫਿਟਨੈਸ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੋਰਲੇ ਮਹੀਨੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਆਹ ਚੈਲੰਜ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੋ ਆ ਕੇ ਸੋ ਇਟਸ ਮੇਨ ਥਿੰਗ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰੋ ਕਸਰਤ ਕਰੋ ਆਪਣਾ ਭਾਰ ਘਟਾਓ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲ ਵੈਲ ਬੀਇੰਗ ਦੀ ਸੋਚੋ ਨਾ ਉਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਵੀ ਡੂ ਦਿਸ ਚੈਲੰਜਿਸ ਬਟ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਐਜ਼ ਪੀਪਲ ਆਰ ਡੂਇੰਗ ਦਿਸ ਚੈਲੰਜਿਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਕਹੀਦਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਚੈਰਿਟੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰਨੇ ਆ ਫਿਰ ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਆਪ ਦਾ ਭਲਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਦੇ ਗੈਟਿੰਗ ਫਿਟ ਦੇ ਡੂਇੰਗ ਸਮਥਿੰਗ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਚੈਰਿਟੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਭਲਾ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੋ ਇਟਸ ਅ ਡਬਲ ਸਾਈਡਡ ਸੋਰਡ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਡਬਲ ਐਜ ਸੋਰਡ ਨਾ
Right, and Devinder, what age, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ training ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ or is it for any age, anybody is welcome to join the trust?
Yeah, ਹੁਣ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਆਹ ਨਵਾਂ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੋਲ੍ਹਿਆ ਆ ਨਾ ਇਟਸ ਅ ਮਿਕਸ ਮਾਰਸ਼ਲ ਆਰਟ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਪਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਘੋਲਾਂ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਆ ਜੂਡੋ ਬਾਕੀ ਕਰਾਟੇ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਮਰਜ਼ੀਆਂ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਬਟ ਇਹਦਾ ਮੇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਇਜ਼ ਗੈਟਿੰਗ ਆਵਰ ਕਿਡਸ ਇਨਟੂ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੁਣ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਕੰਮਾਂ 'ਚ ਬਿਜ਼ੀ ਰਹਿ ਗਈ ਆ ਉਹ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਦਾ ਘੱਟ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਸੋ ਮੇਨ ਥਿੰਗ ਛੋਟੇ ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਕਰੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੂਜੇ ਕੰਮ ਆ ਉਹ ਛੱਡੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰੋ ਕਸਰਤ ਕਰੋ ਐਟ ਦ ਸੇਮ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਾਂ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਦਾ ਸਭ ਕੁਛ ਉਹ ਰੋਸ਼ਨ ਕਰੋ ਨਾ ਸੋ ਹੋਪਫੁਲੀ ਹੁਣ ਅੱਜ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਤੌਰ 'ਤੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਤੋਂ ਅਰਜਨ ਭੁੱਲਰ ਆਏ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਮਿਕਸ ਮਾਰਸ਼ਲ ਆਰਟਸ 'ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਜਦੋਂ UFC 'ਚ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ 'ਤੇ ਆਏ ਟੂ ਓਪਨ ਦਿਸ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਐਜ਼ ਵੈਲ ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੁਝ ਕਰੀਏ ਸੋ ਦੈਟਸ ਵਾਈ ਲੋਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਫੈਸਿਲਿਟੀਆਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਗੀਆਂ ਹੁਣ ਫੈਸਿਲਿਟੀ ਬਣ ਗਈ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਮੇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਲਿਆਊਗੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਵੀ ਕਰੂਗੇ ਐਂਡ ਹੋਪਫੁਲੀ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਅਰਜਨ ਭੁੱਲਰ ਬਣੂਗਾ
That is amazing. And Devinder, like obviously ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਆ Asian community ਲਈ ਸਾਡੇ Indians or any Asian background, do you think that there is a struggle to get up in that top league in the sports in England at the moment?
No, there's no barriers, there's no nothing. ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮਨ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੁਕ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਡਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨਾ ਜਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਦੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਜਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਈ ਫੈਸਿਲਿਟੀ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਗੀ all these things these are barriers in your own mind because ਆਪਾਂ ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਨ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਕਰੋ ਬੰਦਾ ਜੋ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਨਾ
Like you said, your brother was playing at the national, international levels, yeah? And, when people say, oh, I should have been selected for the team, but there was a racism and, I can't get through. Do you think the racism is the issue?
I mean, I think to an extent it might be, you know? ਪਰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਘੁਲਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਸੀ ਬਈ ਚਲੋ ਕੰਪੀਟੀਸ਼ਨ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਲੜਨੀ ਆ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਹੇਰੀ ਫੇਰੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਬਟ ਐਟ ਦੀ ਐਂਡ ਆਫ ਦ ਡੇ ਦੈਟ ਮੇਕਸ ਯੂ ਟ੍ਰੇਨ ਹਾਰਡਰ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਢਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਉਹ ਢਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਯੂ ਨੋ ਸੋ ਯੂ've got to be stronger than the other people ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਰਨੀ ਪੈਣੀ ਆ you may have to work harder but at the end of the day ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਤਕੜਾ ਆ ਉਹਨੇ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਹੀ ਜਾਣਾ, ਉਹਨੇ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਹੋਣਾ ਨਾ। ਐਕਸਕਿਊਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਵੀ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਏਜ ਗੱਲੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਈ, ਉਸ ਗੱਲੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਈ, ਬਟ ਐਟ ਦ ਐਂਡ ਡੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਤਕੜਾ ਉਹ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਮੂਹਰੇ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ।
Yeah, because obviously if visually you perform, there's no getting away with that. I mean, I see your motto, train hard and win easy.
That's it. So that was Jet's motto. ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਤਕੜਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ, ਤੇ when you go to competition ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਸਿਖਾਲਾ ਜਿੱਤ ਵੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਨਾ। ਗੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਦੀ ਆ, ਕਸਰਤ ਦੀ ਆ, and main thing is dedication and self discipline ਨਾ। ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਇਕੱਠੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਜੂਗੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਜੋ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ।
That's right. And obviously Akal channel is to help, to promote you guys and to encourage obviously the young generation out there, that because I think these things are a very important part of life. ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ Akal channel ਦੇ ਸਰੋਤਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ?
ਬਸ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਇਹੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ, ਪਹਿਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਹੈ, ਮਮ ਐਂਡ ਡੈਡ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੰਮਾਂ 'ਚ ਪਾਓ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਆਪ ਕਿਤੇ ਜਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ। ਨਾਲੇ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਨਿਆਣਾ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦਾ, ਘਰ ਵਾਲਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿਣ ਦਿਓ ਤੇਰੇ ਸੱਟ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਣੀ ਆ, ਤੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਿਖ ਲਓ ਜੋ, ਚਲ ਠੀਕ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ, ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਨਾ, ਬਟ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਮਾਂ ਪਿਓ ਦੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਪੂਰੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਫਿਰ ਦੂਜੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਾ, ਵੀ ਗੋਇੰ ਟੂ ਡੂ ਦਿਸ, ਵੀ ਗੋਇੰ ਟੂ ਕੰਪੀਟ। ਹੋਪਫੁਲੀ ਦੇ ਲੁੱਕ ਐਟ ਪੀਪਲ ਲਾਈਕ ਅਰਜੁਨ ਭੁੱਲਰ, ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਇਨ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਲ ਵੀ ਦੇਖਣ ਸਾਰਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਾ, ਕਿ ਦ ਮੇਨ ਥਿੰਗ ਇਜ਼ ਗੈਟਿੰਗ ਅਸ ਇਨਟੂ ਮੇਨ ਸਟ੍ਰੀਮ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਚਲੋ 2-3 ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਈਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ, ਚਲੋ ਕਮਾਈਆਂ ਬਥੇਰੀਆਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਐਂਡ ਐਵਰੀਥਿੰਗ, ਉਹ ਕਮਾਈਆਂ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹ ਤੰਗੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਾਂ 'ਚੋਂ ਨਿਕਲ ਗਈ ਆ ਨਾ। ਹੁਣ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿ ਲੈਟਸ ਫੋਕਸ ਔਨ ਸਮਥਿੰਗ ਵਿਚ ਇਜ਼ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ, ਵਿਚ ਇਜ਼ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਸਲੈਸ, ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਇਹਦੀ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਕੀਮਤ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ।
They say health is wealth, isn't it? ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਕਮਾ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਇੰਜੋਏ ਕਰਨ ਜੋਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹੋਗੇ, then what's the point?
That's it. ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਈ ਵੀ ਡੂ ਲਾਈਕ ਵਾਕਿੰਗ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ, 3 ਕਿਲੋਮੀਟਰ ਵਾਕਸ, 5 ਕਿਲੋਮੀਟਰਸ। ਫਿਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕਹਿ ਦੇ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਕਾਂਟ ਡੂ ਐਨੀਥਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੋਡੇ ਵੀ ਦੁਖਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵੀ ਹੈਡ ਅ ਚੈਲੰਜ ਵਾਕਿੰਗ ਇਨ ਦ ਵਾਟਰ, ਪਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਰਨਾ। ਸੋ ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਤੱਕ ਇਜ਼ ਅ ਚੈਲੰਜ, ਬਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਨ ਬੈਰੀਅਰ ਹੈਗਾ ਦੈਟਸ ਯੋਰਸੈਲਫ। ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਏ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ, ਫਿਰ ਇਹ ਹੋਣਾ ਨਹੀਂਗਾ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਆ, you can achieve anything.
That's lovely. It's been lovely talking to you, Devinder, and I wish you all the best, and I hope you achieve what you're aiming to achieve in life. Thank you very much.
Okay, good afternoon everybody, and thank you for everybody for attending this day. As you all know, today we're opening our MMA centre, and the MMA centre itself, it's been opened in the memory of our younger brother, Jet Singh. So, as you all know, Jet was a great personality. He gave loads to this world, and he's sort of left his imprint in a lot of people's hearts. And for the last year, as you know, we've done so much challenges, and these challenges are geared towards getting people fitter, looking after their health and well-being. So we've reached many milestones, and our next milestone is this. So this, as you can see around yourselves, it's a mixed martial arts centre. So Jet himself, as you know, was a wrestler, wrestled in Britain, went abroad, wrestled in America as well. He had a scholarship out there. And because of what he achieved in his life, and he can show anywhere you go, people you meet him once. I met somebody today, Chamatkar, and he was telling me about he met Jet once in America, how small a world it is. And he goes, I can never forget this person who I've met. And obviously when a great personality leaves this world, it breaks the hearts of the families and friends too. So today, in a way, we've done this trust. We've done so much for him in the last year. And today we're very, very happy to have a lot of guests, distinguished guests here today, just to open this MMA centre. So, first of all, we're going to have Gyani Sukha Singh Ji from Sikh Helpline, and he's going to do Ardas. After which, my mum, my sister, and special Arjun Bhullar, who's come from Canada especially, the mixed martial arts fighters come especially from Canada with his dad, and their good friend Jazz from California. And they'll cut the ribbon, then Arjun will come in and they'll do a quick speech, and then we're going to have Basis with Sikhi here as well, and they're going to do a speech as well. Then we get Arjun on the mat, and obviously we've got kids here. The main thing is to get kids into sport, getting kids fit and healthy. Obviously, it's the next generation we're thinking about. So there's a big vision about this centre. I mean, hopefully this trust is going to go on for as long as we live for, and hopefully beyond. So we want to get these kids, our next generation, to be budding sports stars. Obviously, they're going to look up to people like Arjun Bhullar and become something as well. So we're going to pass you over to Gianni Sukha Singh ji, who's going to do the ardas first of all. Thank you.
ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿ ਜੀਓ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਤੁਧੀ ਆਗੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਮਾਰੀ ਜੀਓ ਪਿੰਡ ਸਭ ਤੇਰਾ ਕਾਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਭ ਤੇਰੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਕੋਈ ਨਾਉ ਨਾ ਜਾਣੇ ਮੇਰਾ। ਅਰਦਾਸ ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਭਗਉਤੀ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਇ ਵਾਰ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਭਗਉਤੀ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਦਸਵੀਂ। ਪ੍ਰਥਮ ਭਗਉਤੀ ਸਿਮਰ ਕੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਲਈ ਧਿਆਏ ਫਿਰ ਅੰਗਤ ਗੁਰ ਤੇ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਰਾਮਦਾਸੇ ਹੋਏ ਸਹਾਇ। ਅਰਜਨ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਨੂੰ ਸਿਮਰੋ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਰਾਏ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਧਿਆਈਐ ਜਿਸ ਡਿਠੇ ਸਭ ਦੁੱਖ ਜਾਏ। ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਿਮਰਿਐ ਘਰ ਨਉ ਨਿਧ ਆਵੇ ਧਾਈ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਏ ਸਹਾਇ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਣਾ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਇ। ਦਸਵੇਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਧੰਨ 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 ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਕਲਗੀਧਰ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀਓ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਏ ਸਹਾਇ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਣਾ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਇ। ਦਸਾਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੋਤ ਹਾਜ਼ਰਾ ਹਜ਼ੂਰ ਜ਼ਹਾਰਾ ਜ਼ਹੂਰ ਕਲ ਯੁਗ ਦੇ ਬੋਹਿਤ ਨਾਮ ਕੇ ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਹਾਲਤ ਪਲਤ ਤੇ ਰੱਖਿਅਤ ਲੋਕ ਪਰਲੋਕ ਦੇ ਸਹਾਇਕ। ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਨਾਜ਼ਰ ਅੰਤਰ ਜਾਮੀ ਧੁਰ ਕੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਆਈ ਤਿਨ ਸਗਲੀ ਚਿੰਤ ਮਿਟਾਈ। ਧੰਨ 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 ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਪੰਜਾਹ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਚਾਹੋ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਿਆਂ ਚਾਲਿਆਂ ਮੁਕਤੀਆਂ ਹੱਠੀਆਂ ਜੱਪੀਆਂ ਤੱਪੀਆਂ ਜਿਨ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਿਆ ਵੰਸ਼ ਛਕਿਆ ਦੇਖ ਚਲਾਈ ਧੇਗ ਵਾਹੀ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਨਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਨਾ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਸਚਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਘੁਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਪੰਜਾਹ ਤਖਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਨਿਮਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਨਿਤਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਤਾਣ ਨਿਓਟੇ ਨਿਓਟ ਨਿਆਸਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਆਸ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਕਲਗੀਧਰ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ ਦਸਾਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਰੂਪ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀਓ ਆਪ ਕੇ ਹਜ਼ੂਰ। ਜਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਟਰੱਸਟ ਤੇ ਸਮੂਹ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀਓ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀਓ ਜਿਸ ਭਾਵਨਾ ਨੂੰ ਮੁੱਖ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ ਆਪ ਕੇ ਹਜ਼ੂਰ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਰਥਨਾ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ ਬਿਨ ਬੋਲਿਆਂ ਸਭ ਕੁਛ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸੋ ਭਾਵਨਾ ਸੰਪੂਰਨਤਾ ਬਲ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਸਮਰਥਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀਓ। ਜਿਸ ਕਾਰਜ ਲਈ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਰਥਨਾ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀਓ ਕਾਰਜ ਨੂੰ ਆਰੰਭ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀਓ ਆਗਿਆ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਤੇ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀਆਂ ਕਲਾਂ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਭਾਣਾ ਮਨ ਦਾ ਬਲ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਸਮਰਥਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀਓ। ਹੁਣ ਆਗਿਆ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਪਾਣੇ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਦਾ।
Right, guys, Akal channel is in Wombone today. We are here for the opening of Jet Singh Trust. जितने कि Arjun Bhullar Canada to पहुंच चुके ने, they will be doing the opening ceremony today, and they've done this in the memory of Jet Singh, who lost his life few years ago. And this is to inspire the young generation out there and to promote the health and well-being. ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ MMA, like martial arts or any kind of sports, why it matters to stay healthy and to keep healthy in life. So stay tuned with the Carl channel, because there's plenty more personalities out there apart from Arjun Bhullar ji. So I will be talking to them very shortly.
Time to end this suffering. I need a minute to myself. You will not walk into me. What can be done? I'll do myself. What do you want to fall? What do you want to tell? What do you want to fall? No one. What do you want to fall? What do you lose control? What do you want to fall? Make the pain or change to the dust to this. Make the pain or change to the dust to this. Make the pain, remember in the prison. Make the pain or change to the dust to this. Make the pain or change to the dust to this. Make the pain, remember in the prison. Face the fear in front of me. I see the image of myself. My blood runs deep betrays me. A thought of repent itself. What do you want to fall? What do you lose control? What do you want to fall? No one. I fall. So great. What do you want to fall? What do you lose control? What do you want to fall?
Right, guys, as you know that we are here today for Jet Singh Trust's opening ceremony. At the moment, I've got Big Joy Egan with me. And this lovely gentleman, I hear you play cricket.
Yes, they call me rigor mortis now, but played a lot of cricket, yes.
Right, Joy, obviously, people do know you, you're very familiar faces. You in Asian community as well. Indians know you quite well too, right? The Sikhs.
Well, I'm an Irishman, and I'm an Irishman that doesn't drink.
Really?
So my dad says I'm a failure as a paddy, but my dad drank for years with a lot of Sikhs.
So, okay, the whole point of the Jet Singh Trust is to be raising money for various charities. And one of the first charities that we raised money was for the Sikh Helpline. So, again, as I'm saying, does an excellent job. The Sikh Helpline is great for so many sort of people who need help, youngsters and everybody. And they're proud to present that this year they're going to open a dedicated line, especially for kids, any kind of mental health issues, that kind of stuff. So they've got qualified people who are going to be taking these phone calls. So thank you very much again for this service which is needed within that community. And just a sign of appreciation, and obviously because of the opening today, here today, for everybody from Jet Singh Trust, everybody who works with us and dedicates their time, monies and everything, we'd like to present from Arjun Bhullar from the Jet Singh Trust. Again, it's saying, just a check. Obviously, this is a blank check. We'll transfer the money afterwards. don't try to cash that.
Well, I would like to thank Jet Singh Trust and all of you. You put all this effort in supporting the Sikh Helpline. I can ensure you this donation, whatever support come to the helpline, is actually for those people who need help and need support. If you really ask me, this check is not just for the name of Sikh Helpline or for myself or anyone else. This check is actually going to help. Example, that one lady who went through domestic violence for 21 years. She came to a Guru Car and she was crying right from her heart, saying that I cannot take it anymore. And when she saw the Sikh Helpline logo, she called the Sikh Helpline. And we had one of the ladies to talk to her, help her and support her. And then we had a family meeting and we managed to rectify and resolve the problem. And the same thing, this donation is going to support that one young girl whose father sent her for tuition at the age of 13 years old. And the tuition teacher actually raped her, threatened her, and bullied her and told her that if you tell anyone, your dad is going to chop you into pieces, your dad is going to get you married in India. And she was so scared, she don't know who to turn to. This is what this money donation is all for. And I'd like to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart, from the helpline and personally for myself. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So we're joined here today because of the great work of the Jet Singh Trust, a great organisation that's done so much positive work. And just coming here today, we're just looking at all the fundraising they've done is so amazing. So today they're opening this gym, this MMA gym. And a lot of kids, whether you're Sikh or non-Sikh, can come here and learn how to defend yourself and how to stay fit as well. And I'm from base of Sikhi, so if any of you guys don't know about what we do, we actually go around the country, go around the world and spread the message of Sikhi. So today I'm just going to link this to Sikhi as well, just like what VG does in many of the interviews as well that I was watching as well, which is amazing to see. It's inspiring to see that when people are going out there in the world, whatever background you're in, whether you're doing MMA, whether you're a lawyer, anything, you're taking that skill and linking it back to the gurus as well, which is so amazing. So Sikhi, our first guru, who's our first guru? Guru Nanak Dev Ji, awesome. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji was really fit and healthy as well. So when we see pictures of Guru Sahib Ji, we sometimes think that they're quite overweight. You may see that in pictures, but Guru Sahib Ji was really fit and healthy. They actually walked around 8,000 miles in their whole life. So that's a lot of walking when they were on their 4 travels. And if you look at our second Guru, Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, to understand what Guru Sahib Ji gave to us, we have to go through their daily routine, the Nit Da Karam, their daily actions. So Guru Angad Dev Ji wake up in the morning. They wake up in the morning and they have a bath. And then they'll meditate. After they meditate, they go to Dharamsal, which is basically a Gurdwara Sahib that we have today, so a place of worship. The Sikhs will come there. They listen to Katha and Kirtan. Katha is basically sermons. Kirtan is singing the praise of the divine. After this, they have langar. They sit down and eat food. Eat this healthy, organic food. So you may be thinking, why am I going on about this? But afterwards, they get all the palawans together. These are basically wrestlers. All the palawans will get together, these wrestlers, and they go to the Khara, which is the arena. And then they'll wrestle. They show their strengths, who is the strongest person, and introducing the third pair of the day, which is basically from 12 to 3 o'clock. So for 3 hours, they'd wrestle until somebody won. And then after this, they carry on their routine. So this is showing us that Guru Angad Dev Ji, our second Guru, also promoted wrestling, which is quite similar to MMA as well. The foundations are the same as well. So if you just look at that routine the whole day, the Guru Sikhs are training their mind. Okay? From the morning, spirituality, acts of compassion, humility, and then later on, they train their body. So this is something really important. If you look in Sri Japji Sahib, the writings of our first Guru, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, they say, Man jeet hai, jag jeet. So first, conquer your mind. Okay, conquer your mind through spirituality. Having this clear mind, that's really important. And afterwards, you can conquer the world. Jag jeet. Conquer the world, conquer the ring, and conquer your opponent as well. So this idea of having humility as well is really important. That all of you guys here, you're going to get better. You're going to learn so much. Your confidence is going to increase, and your skills are going to increase as well. But also, your humility needs to increase as well. Ego needs to stay down. Okay? And that's what's amazing when I was looking at VG's interviews as well, Arjun Bhullar, they talk about in the interviews that actually it's in their blood. They link it back to Guru Sahib Ji, that where is all this strength come from? It's in our blood, it's from a lineage, it's from Guru Sahib. And just to demonstrate that, I'll give you 2 examples before we finish. One is through history, and one is through Gurbani, the writings of the Guru. So through history, if you look at our 6th Guru, who is Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj, Guru Sahib Ji is massive, way over 6 foot tall. Historians write that their chest was double the size of an average human being. So wide. And that when Guru Sahib used to sit on a horse, they have to change horses every 20 minutes because they're so heavy, and the horse used to get tired of carrying Guru Sahib Ji. So Guru Sahib Ji took in this orphan, okay, this poor person in Ben De Khan. They take them in, and when they look at them, they see that they're massive. Just for a kid, they're huge. They got muscles, they got weapons already, just as a young child. and Guru Sahib takes them in and says that I'm going to look after you. And they give them 2 buffaloes. Okay, so we all know buffaloes are, right? They take, there's like a cow kind of thing, it's like that kind of animal, right? And what they do is that they give them milk. So these 2 buffaloes are going to feed them milk every single day. They put pistachios in it and almonds, different types of nuts to give them a lot of energy. And Bende Khan was big and strong, bigger than the Guru, and physically to the world, stronger than the Guru as well. So Bende Khan, his confidence has increased, his skill has increased as well, but his humility hasn't increased. His ego has gone up. And now what does he do? He turns on the Guru. It's a long story, but in the end, he turns on Guru Har Gobind Sahib, our 6th Guru, and he tries to attack them. And he tries to kill the Guru. And when he goes to slice the Guru with their sword, Guru Sahib in one blow kills Bende Khan. And they don't just chop Bende Khan in half, they chop their ego in half as well. So Guru Sahib here is showing us practically that actually keep your humility high and keep your ego low as well. And just one more piece of advice I want to give, something to VG as well, something that anyone can apply in their lives, is that always keep Guru Sahib at the start of everything you do. So what's amazing about today is that actually VG, Gyani Sukha Singh did Ardas as well. So straight away we put Guru Sahib at the start of everything. So something we can do to put Guru Sahib at the start is say some words of Guru Sahib. You have Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj in Sri Chaupe Sahib, which is a Bani by them. They actually said at the end of it, Sarva Thor Mo Ho Ho Sahai, Dost Dog Te Leho Bachai. That means I'll always be on my side and destroy all my enemies. So that enemy may be someone that's in the ring with you that you have to beat. Or the biggest enemy, which is the one in our mind as well. Okay? So that's probably the biggest enemy that we have, conquering our own mind. Okay, getting through those fears, those worries that we have, that is the biggest one. And we could do that by putting Guru Sahib at the start. Even if you just remember them before you go in the ring, Guru Sahib is there with you. Let's imagine you're in a fight right now, Guru Sahib will be watching you in that fight as well. Just by saying those words, Guru Gobind Singh will be watching you, and Guru Gobind Singh will be going on for their son as well to fight and win that battle. So that's just what I want to finish off with. And one last thing, that when Guru Gobind Singh's soldiers were fighting in the battlefield, and the enemies were shouting, Mardo, Mardo, kill them all, kill them all. Do you know what the Sikhs were saying back? They weren't saying kill them, kill them. They're saying Guru, 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 Guru. They weren't saying Mardo, they're saying they had the Guru's name on their tongue. So always never forget the Guru and always have that humility. And thank you so much to the Jet Singh Trust for this amazing event today. It's so beautiful to see. It inspires someone like me as well, just to see how much you've done in 1 year. It's amazing. So thank you so much. And thank you so much to VJ as well for being an inspiration. And I was just watching your interview this morning as well. And when you talk about the Gurus, it gives me a little pump as well. Yeah, so I don't do MMA, but yeah. I hope it looks, I do a bit of weights as well, yeah. We'll have a little competition afterwards. But thank you so much. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
What I'm going to show you is what's called a high crotch takedown. So basically you have your head outside and you're taking your opponent's leg and you take him down to the mat. There's different ways I can take him to the mat, but I'll take him down towards that way. And so when I take an opponent down, I get 2 points for taking him down and 1 point when I push him outside the circle in wrestling. Okay? So if I come in, usually we're in stance here. Let me see, let's see your stance. You guys get stance? Okay, he looks mean. Okay, so over here, this is our stance. I'm bent over it because I don't want him to get my legs. My hands are out. I'm ready to go here. And I come in on his lead leg. I step to the outside. And then I take him down this way. Right? That's called the high crotch. And if I take him down, the ref will give me 2 points. Right? And how I'm going to finish that now, see if I want to go for a pin, I'll lift him and I'll take him to his back. Okay, so I'm going to come in, same thing, we're in our stance here. I step in, I go for the lift. I take him down this way. And I pin him. Like that.
Harder.
Cool. So if you guys those that saw my fight last time, I did something similar. So I'll show you for MMA, it's the same thing, except you punch the guy before you go in. So you're not bent over. So we're standing here. I might set it up differently. I'll be out here. I'll throw maybe a combo. I'll come here, and then I'll step it. Then I'll take him down. Something like this. So it's a little different. But that's the basics. That's wrestling. That's MMA. It's all good. And if you come to the center, you will learn more. Cool?
Yay.
Cool.
Right, guys, I've got the backbone of Arjun Bhullar, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ UFC ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ he is the first fighter in UFC ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ undefeated. Right, and Avtar Bhullar ji ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ Arjun Bhullar ਦੇ dad ਨੇ, and I want to have a quick chat with you because ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਅਕਾਲ ਚੈਨਲ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ।
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਸਰ।
ਤੇ Avtar Bhullar ਜੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ I just want couple of questions from you ਕਿਉਂਕਿ obviously as you must be a very proud parent ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬੇਟਾ ਇੰਨੀ ਉਚਾਈਆਂ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਤੇ obviously people recognize him and they recognize you as obviously for being his dad. How does it feel?
I think not just me, our whole community feels very proud of him. What he's done is not just for me or you, he done it for the whole Sikh community, Punjabi community, and we're all proud of it.
ਤੇ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਭੁੱਲਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਿ ਫੈਮਲੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਵਾਈ ਦੇ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ ਪੁੱਟ ਦੇ ਕਿਡਸ ਫੋਰਵਰਡ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਕਿਉਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਵਾਈ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ ਦੇ ਪੁਸ਼ them and why they need to make time for their children?
I think first of all, I see that not just in UK, all over. I've been traveling in Europe or even North America. Our community have worked very hard, and as a financially success, we have gone very far. But by doing that, you know, our next generation, that is, I think, very, very important to keep them on the right track. You know, I can name personally a lot of people who don't even know how much they have in their life as properties and money and all that. But, you know, because of the next generation, what are they going to do with the money and all that they made? They worked very hard. ਮੈਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ ਦੋਕਲਾ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹ ਧਨ ਦੌਲਤ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਮਾ ਲਈ ਆ ਪਰ ਧਨ ਦੌਲਤ ਕੱਲੀ ਕੀ ਕਰੂਗੀ ਜੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਗਾਂ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੇ
ਕੋਈ ਕਰਨ ਜੋਗੀ ਨਹੀਂ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਸੋ ਮੇਰਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਆ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਆ ਇਹ ਇਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਇੱਕ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਹਰੇਕ ਮਾਪੇ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਚੰਗੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਐਥਲੀਟ ਬਣਨ ਔਰ ਜੇ ਉਹ ਐਥਲੀਟ ਨਾ ਵੀ ਬਣਨਗੇ ਉਹ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਾਰਨਾ ਜਿੱਤਣਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ। ਸੋ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹਾਰਨਾ ਜਿੱਤਣਾ ਆ ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਲਾ ਲਓ। ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਹਾਰ ਜਿੱਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ। ਜੇ ਬਚਪਨ ਤੋਂ ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਹਾਰ ਜਿੱਤ ਸਿੱਖਣੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਲੈਣ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਇੰਨਾ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਉਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਕੰਮਕਾਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਹਾਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਉਣਾ।
And you know what, that reminded me of one of the things I was talking to one of the psychologists ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲਾਈਫ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈਸਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਆ ਫੈਮਲੀਜ਼ ਕੋਲ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਜੋ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਲਾਈਫ ਇੰਨੀ ਬਿਜ਼ੀ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖੁਸ਼ ਰੱਖਣ ਲਈ ਜੋ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਲਾਈਫ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਸਟੈਪ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ when they want something and they can't get, that's what they can't face.
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਜੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਇਹ ਹੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਟਾਈਮ ਮੇਰਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਇਹ ਆਇਆ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਧਨ ਦੌਲਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਕਮਾ ਲਈ ਆ ਗਾਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਂਭਣੇ ਆ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ। ਇਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਮੇਨ ਇਨਵੈਸਟਮੈਂਟ ਇਹ ਆ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਲਾਓ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੇ ਲਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਫੇਰ ਹੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਬਾਕੀ ਦਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਆਪਣੇ ਹੱਥ 'ਚ ਰਹੂਗਾ। ਜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੰਮ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਧਨ ਦੌਲਤ ਸਾਰੀ ਕੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ।
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ। ਲਾਸਟ ਬਟ ਨਾਟ ਲੀਸਟ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਕਾਲ ਚੈਨਲ ਦੇ ਸਰੋਤਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਓਬਵੀਅਸਲੀ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਏ ਆ ਆਲ ਦ ਵੇ ਫਰਮ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ what would you like to say to the parents out there?
ਬਸ ਇਹ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਫੇਰ ਨਵੰਬਰ 24-25 ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਨੇਹਾ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਓ ਕਿ ਅਰਜਨ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੇ ਮਿਲੋ ਅਰਜਨ ਨੂੰ ਬੱਚੇ ਮਿਲਣ ਕਿ ਦੱਸੇ ਕਿ ਬਚਪਨ 'ਚੋਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੰਜ਼ਿਲ ਇਹ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਆ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਆ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਲਈ ਉਡੀਕ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਆਓ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਾਤਾਂ ਕਰੀਏ ਜੀ।
Thank you very much. It's been lovely talking to you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Right guys, as promised, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਆ as always I always bring somebody special for you, myself Naviko. You are watching ਅਕਾਲ ਚੈਨਲ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਭੁੱਲਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ he's come all the way from Canada ਅੱਜ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਤੇ and not just a one fit handsome man, he is, you know, UFC heavyweight and Olympian. Sat Shri Akal, how are you?
Sasigal, very good. Thank you for having me. Good to be here.
Right, and you know, we were waiting for you eagerly. बहुत खुशी हुई सब तो पहला इंग्लैंड ਦੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ and tell me little bit about yourself. Obviously ਅਕਾਲ ਚੈਨਲ ਦੇ ਸਰੋਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਪਤਾ I would say because ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪੌਸ਼ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖੇਲਦੇ ਆ tell little bit about it.
ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ MMA ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਵਾਨੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਕੁਸ਼ਤੀ ਦੀ ਤਾਂ ਡੈਡ ਆਪਣਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਵਾਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਟ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਵੈਂਕੂਵਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 1971 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਦੋਂ ਤਾਇਆ ਨੇ ਖਾੜਾ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਸੀ ਘਰ ਹੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਖਾੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਘਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਨਾਲੇ ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਰੱਖਿਆ we got about 30 kids that come train for free learn wrestling pass on what we learned to the next generation so oh ਜਿਹੜੀ base yeah that's the same base that I'm going off of today now albeit in a different sport competing under the UFC banner very exciting but that's sort of my sports journey.
Arjun, why wrestling?
Why not? It's in our history as a people. Obviously, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣੇ father ਨੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ you have a huge influence from there. I did lots of other sports. I was all-star in football. I was an MVP in basketball. But even though I was getting those accolades, my teams kept losing. So I was like, I like this one-on-one sport. Yeah. If I train hard, I will win. I like that.
That's it.
So that's why I went with that.
And obviously you are in England right now. And what brings you here this time?
Right here, the center, Jet Singh Trust, the legacy that we're creating here with the trust, and what's been built here for the next generation. That's what's most exciting. I am continuing on to India tomorrow, but I wanted to make sure I stop over.
Yeah. Right. And obviously it's a privilege for us that you made that time ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ sometime when you get to that level in sports or any media say music or acting ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਬੰਦੇ ਦਾ ਘੁੰਮ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ so what would you say what is important for a good sportsman?
ਜੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਇਦਾਂ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਘੁੰਮਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਿਆ ਘਰੋਂ ਐ ਸੈੱਟ ਕਰ ਦੂਗੇ ਫਿਰ it's quite easy. ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ there's over 20 of us in one house at home. So we got 5 families, everyone lives together, just like the homeland, just like when our family first immigrated. So ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਕਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੀ ਆ from multiple places, and that's there's no place for that in our family and where I come from. ਤਾਂ ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਫਿਰ don't show up with the camera ਆਪ ਹੀ ਨੀਵੇਂ ਹੋ ਜੂਗੇ ਸਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ and being humble is very important being ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਮੈਚ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ we always shake hand. Why is it important?
Sportsmanship is huge, even in a sport like the one I compete in. It's a combat sport, but at the end of the day, I don't think anyone wishes permanent injury or bad on anybody. Favorite competition, everyone has a family, that cares for them, loved ones. So, ਜਿਹੜੀ competition ਹੁੰਦੀ you leave it out there, ਡੇਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, and then after that, back to normal. It's the yin and yang, it's a balance, right?
Yeah. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ when people do wrestling or martial arts ਤੇ ਕਈ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੋਚਣੀ ਆ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਚੜਦਾ ਆ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਇਹ ਵਾਲੀ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਮੁੱਕੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਥੋੜੀ ਫਰਸਟ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਨਿਕਲ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ is that right?
Well, ਦੇਖੋ ਮੇਰੀ I got a full scholarship from university to wrestle. I got a degree. So it's not the old way of thinking. ਉਹ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਚ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਹਿਲਵਾਨ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਦੇ ਮੋਟੇ ਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ that's not the reality anymore. You have to get updated with the times and have a balance. There's life beyond sport, so you have to have a brain to be successful beyond sport. And that's sort of what it's about.
And you're representing so many, billion people, over billion people. And how does it feel being a Sikh and representing your community and your country and the world as a Sikh person?
That's a lot of expectation. Only a Sikh can take that on their shoulders. So I'm okay with that.
No pressure there.
No such thing as pressure. That's not real. I'm okay with that. I'm excited. I put myself in this position because I wanted that in my life. I envisioned it. I created it. And so I'm excited moving forward.
Right. And apart from sports, is there any charity or is there any other work you like to do?
Year round, that's my true fulfillment. If anyone knows me, that's my motivation for sport, is to create a platform for myself, to be able to connect with people globally, and to be able to give back and lend a voice to things I'm passionate about beyond sport for the rest of my life. That's what I truly love doing, and I do, and I have done for years, and I do now, and I will dedicate even more once I'm done competing too.
Right. And what would you like to advise I mean, I did have a chat with your dad earlier because I thought that was very important.
Yeah.
And I just want to know that what would you advise the children out there? Because obviously you took the advice from your parents. Yeah, they encourage you throughout your career. ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਹੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਕੁਸ਼ਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ encourage ਕਰਦੇ ਆ. What would you say to the young generation out there?
Well, a couple of things. ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਣ ਦੀ. We don't do this, don't do that. One would be that. The other way I learned was that, my dad, my people, my family, they led by example.
Yeah.
It wasn't do as I say, it was do as I do.
Yeah.
Good people, good values, good character. So, if you're in that environment, that's how you absorb that. You can't just tell a kid don't do this or that if they're, running off doing whatever they want for, 99% of the rest of the day. You put them in a good environment, guaranteed they'll learn something positive.
So you think the positive surrounding is very important for the child?
Oh, for sure, very important. When you look at any child, a lot of them, they learn by, by watching, by listening, by being in that area. They're sponges. Yeah. So, especially in those years where you're developing, it's very important. In our community, we don't have to chase the dollar as much anymore now.
Yeah.
We're established. We have that. We've worked hard for that. Now let's remember what you need the money for, and that's for the ones that you love the most.
That's it. I mean, when I was talking to your dad as well, same thing he said as well. Because ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ Indians ਆ, ਸਿੱਖ ਆ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਆ, ਕੈਨੇਡਾ, ਅਮਰੀਕਾ, ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ, ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਮਾਰੇ ਆ. They've got lots of money, they've got businesses, they've got everything they want. But when they lose that child, they've done all that for that child, they lose that, they get sidetracked. That feeling must be awful. And, what would you advise to the community out there on a Carl channel, whoever's watching you right now, how can they distract themselves? How can they distract themselves from all these wrong paths they take? For example, drugs, alcoholism, or even homelessness. They leave home, they got nowhere to go. What would you advise?
Well, you know what? There are a lot of issues in a lot of communities. We're not unique.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is I like to put a focus on what you can do, and what's positive, what's working, and rather than dwell on that stuff. Yeah. For me it was sport. For someone else it could be a different career option. Whatever it is, whoever you are, figure that out, and then figure out what you want in your life and spend the rest of your life chasing it. Yeah. That's what it is. There's no guarantees. I can leave this earth tomorrow, or when I walk out here, there's no guarantees.
That's right.
So why not spend the rest or the time you have doing what you want and enjoying the time you have on earth? Why not?
You think you've been a good role model to your community?
I have many faults. No one's perfect. I'm the same way. So whatever I do that's maybe good, that you like, take that. The way I did it, I tried to create a puzzle. I like certain things from this person. I like that from that person. I like that. Then I try to create a good, mosaic for myself. This is what I want for myself in my life. So whatever I'm able to offer that you feel is good, take it. And I apologize for any faults I have.
Yeah. And who's your idol? Who's your who you look up to?
Growing up was my father for sure. First and foremost, I was very fortunate to have that right there in my house. Yeah. And then, as athletes, I looked up a great deal to Muhammad Ali. Right. He's the greatest not because of his skill set in the ring, because of what he's able to do for his people beyond the ring. Yeah. And that really resonates with me. And then there's others along the way, but I would say those two probably the most.
Right. And last but not least, the last message for the community out there and all the people who are audience on a Carl channel.
That's it. I'm very happy to be here. Everyone that's watching, You know, I'll be back again November 24th out this way in London and the Midlands, 24th, 25th. You know, support me. You know, let's come together as a community. When we're together, we can accomplish a lot more. And it's about time we start doing that and showing the world what we're capable of as a people.
Right, it's a pleasure talking to you, and I'm so, honorable to, to be able to interview you. Thank you very much for your time, and I wish you all the success in future.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.